Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This will be your card number 3 of the Man Card class. It is from a new stamp set called Game On. You'll find it in your annual catalog. We're going to get going on this right away because we have lots to do. We're going to this one and 2 more after that. So if you will just hang in there with me for a second, I will put the camera down to the tabletop. Okay, the only thing that you're going to need besides your regular tools today is a red marking pen, and that is optional. As you'll find out, it would be to color the hearts on the cards. This is a picture of the set itself. As you can see, it's got lots of cute little goodies on it. I really like that chess set. We're going to have to do something with that. So go ahead and get your kits out, and we'll go over those briefly, make sure everything is there, and then we'll get started on the card. Okay, you should have a black card base with a white insert for stamping on. You should have a bumblebee layer. It's got a hole cut out of the middle. A white layer that is embossed and stamped. The stamp is from that set, the background stamp. And it kind of coordinates with this embossing folder that I had that I think was a Tim Holtz. I'm not real sure. Could have been Sizzix. But anyway, it's kind of a cool one. I hope you like that. And we have 5 pieces of cardstock cut out of the layer, lots of layers, or let me see what it's called. I have a real time with these nested labels. Okay, so we are going to be placing these alternately on our card, something like that. And then we also have the greeting has a red backing behind it, and it says good luck. And then of course we have our cards, which I know you love me. You get the fussy cut today. It shouldn't be very difficult, as you can tell. So let's get going. Let's go ahead, and we may as well attach our inner piece while we're here. Get that done. Where you're going to stamp whatever you want on that. We don't have anything in particular lined out for that. So you've got about 1/8 of an inch reveal. Okay, and then we can layer the bumblebee piece. It also has 1/8 of an inch reveal, possibly a little tiny bit less. And for our layers, last but not least, the white one. And it is even a little less of a reveal. A little more than a 1/16, I think. Okay. I'm sorry, a little less than a 1/16. All right. Get your red piece out. Turn your card, or I'm going to turn my card. And be sure you got it right side up. I have one that I did upside down. Very embarrassing, I mean to tell you. I'm going to place this approximately this angle. Something like that. Okay, and then your Oops, I forgot the yellow one that needs to go first, the bumblebee. So, I think I can still lift this. Good. Good, good, good. That's going to go in there. Not like that. You seeing that well? Now we can put the pink one on. Isn't that beautiful? That's the Blushing Bride foil. I don't think it's available right now. It seems to me it was like a Valentine deal. Okay, there's that. And now then, you can get your scissors and we'll go ahead and fussy cut if we have scissors, which it doesn't look like we do. Right off the top. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Get your paper snips and let's go ahead and cut these out. Like I said, it shouldn't be too difficult. Mostly just straight lines. I guess I should say straight cuts. Somebody certainly had a good hand with this one, didn't they? I don't know if they call this a royal flush or a straight flush. I think the royal flush is reserved for the spades. Seems like I might be wrong. I have been once. It always gets so quiet when we're cutting. Cutting and coloring, those two things. Silence is the rule of thumb. I know what you're thinking, so why don't I shut up, right? Because silence is just uncomfortable. Okay. Now we have, you should have, or be very close to having your straight flush. I like to flip the ends of the cards just a little bit. Give it, let's give it some dimension. Someone might call that marking the cards, mightn't they? Okay. Put that in there. Let me turn this around and see how I like this. No, I think I'm going to like it that way, the way it is. All right. You can go ahead and tape that down. Or glue, whatever you're using. I need some poppers. We're going to pop, if you want to, the greeting on this one. Oop. Kind of scatter them around there. Nobody will ever know they're not in a straight line, will they? Okay, and this we're going to place on the bottom, about, let's say about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom, maybe a little bit more. And the verbiage. Of course, it's going to go on top of that, centered. And there you have it. Now, for the coloring and the little gems, you should have a package of gold flatbacks in your kit. Let's, if you want to color your hearts, let's go ahead and do that. If you don't have a red pen, you might be able to borrow from your neighbor. If you have a neighbor, you could be home alone, I suppose. I could use with a little light in here. I know it looks plenty light to you all, but for me, I'm almost sitting in the dark. Something about the camera really picks up light. I don't know where it's getting it from, but it certainly is. Okay. All right. Get your blue glue. And I put a gold gem right in the middle of the ace. And kind of scattered them in the corners randomly, not exactly in the corners. I like to do sort of a triangle thing. I may have told you that before. It helps me keep them from being right straight across from each other. Like it looks like a lineup. You know what I mean? Okay. So let that dry for just a second, and then we'll get our picker-upper tool and put our stones on there. I hope you're all having fun with this class so far. Okay. That. I'm not letting mine dry well enough. Okay. I guess that's going to have to be it. Good enough. Guess what, guys? You are done with your card. That be it. In a nutshell. Pretty simple, huh? I'm going to say adios for a minute, and we're going to go on to our next card, which I believe is card number 4.